Hi, I'm Lynn Blend. I'm a drag queen, a VTuber, and a Mr. Game enthusiast, and today we're going to be getting into my playthrough of Famicom Detective Club, The Girl Who Stands Behind. But first, I did want to let y'all know that it is officially pumpkin spice latte season, and right here I have some pumpkin spice latte bars. These are available right now at my shop, spinnsoapcafe.com. Now let's solve some mysteries. Alright, let's start our investigation. Oh my god, I'm scared. Oh. Hey, did you find him? No, not yet. Some men were chasing me and right about now, I'm just like, I wish some men were chasing me. Like, some fun and sexy, like, men consensually chasing me. Alright, some men were chasing me. I don't know if it's a consensual chase or not. We'll find out. Oh no, gotta hide. There you are. They found me. I jumped out of the bushes. Hey kid, get back here. We're running. Oh my god. I bopped to the music. We're going so fast. Oh, whoops. Hey there, what's the matter? Hey kid, why do you run away? All he did was ask for your name. What did he do? And who might you be? Do you know this boy? Not exactly, but this kid was wandering around late at night, and we tried to speak with him and he ran off. Honestly though, mood. Let me go off on like a story tangent. This was back when I was like riding a bike as my primary mode of transportation. So I was riding my bike home. It was really late at night. Like I was working late, and all of a sudden like hear like sirens and like the police just like screaming at me out of like the megaphone, and I'm just like freaking out. And I don't know what possessed me to do this, but I was like pedaling faster. And I was like, you are about to die. And then like they pulled in like into like a parking lot behind me and were like, you don't have any lights on your bike, and I was just like, okay. And they're like, get some lights on your bike, and I was just like, and then they left me alone. It was the scariest fucking thing. All just because I didn't have any lights on my bike. Oh my god. So yeah, I totally understand. In-game Lynn. Alright, punk, you're coming with us to the station. Hold on a second. If you don't mind, I can take it from here. Who are you? Oh, wait a minute. Aren't you? Something doesn't seem right, so I want to hear what he has to say. Is that okay with you two? If you say so, sir. We know you can handle the kid. Please go right ahead. Thanks so much. No need to thank me. You look thirsty. Why don't we get something to drink? It's on me. Oh, he's taking us out for drinks? Oh. I wasn't expecting this. It's so sudden. I mean, I don't know who you are, but you are kind of cute, so... And you did save me from the police, so yeah, let's go on drinks with this guy. We're going on a cute little date. We went to a small coffee shop. Oh, he's taking us to get coffee. Oh, this is cute. Okay, so you're looking for your long-lost parents. Oh wait, but we found out what happened to my parents in the last game. Oh, is this a prequel? I get it, you don't want to talk about it. Anyway, what's your plan? Do you have a place to stay? Oh my god, is he like offering to let us move in with him, like right away? Oh, this is all going so fast. I don't know what to say. Okay, so you're 15, just graduated from middle school. Currently a runaway. How am I doing so far? We examine the man. The man's quite handsome, I'll say. I feel like I'm sitting across from a younger me. I decided to talk to you because I wanted to help you. I know we've only just met, but if you need to stay somewhere, why don't you come over to my place for now? Oh, he is inviting us over. Ooh. I'm sorry, but you are... I'm Shinsuke Utsugi. Oh, this is our boss! This was our boss from the other game. Oh my god. Shinsuke Utsugi, private detective. Ooh. He seems to know the police, and doesn't seem suspicious. Plus, it's not like I have anywhere else to go. And also, he's hot. Okay, that sounds good, thanks. Alright, let's get going. Oh, hold on. I don't even know your name. I'm Lynn Blend. Great, let's go, Lynn. After my encounter with Detective Shinsuke Utsugi, I eventually became his assistant. Something told me that doing this might bring me closer to eventually finding my long-lost parents. As his assistant, I became involved in several cases, including This horrifying case. Ooh. Oh, this bass line's funky as hell. When you're alone at school, someone behind you calls out. You turn around to find a girl standing there, wanting to tell you something. The lonely girl stands behind you. Ooh. The girlie who stands behind. Ah! Oh, here we are at the Utsugi Detective Agency. Several months had passed since I began living with Detective Utsugi as his assistant. Oh, phone. Then one fateful morning, the phone rang at Utsugi Detective Agency, and a horrifying case began. Detective, it's the police. Seems to be a new case. What? Alright, let's head over. Chapter 1, One Girl's Death. Oh, here we are at the riverbank. God, the music's so good in these games. God, I know, like, there's been a murder, but I'm, like, vibing so much right now. You must be Lynn from Utsugi Detective Agency. Thanks for coming over. Hello, officer. What's the situation? Someone found a body here. We're still determining if foul play was involved. We think the victim is most likely a local female high school student. This morning, someone reported it to us after they saw her floating near the riverbank. Poor thing, she was about your age, kid. Oh, that's grim. The river was flooded from the rain. Who knows, maybe she accidentally fell in? My gut tells me this was an accident. What do you think, kid? I don't know, I'm 15. Would it be okay for me to look at the victim, officer? Despite the fact that you're a detective, that's a hard no, kid. Sorry about that. What? I'm literally a detective. It's literally my job. But you're free to inspect where the body was discovered. There's a lot of trash around here. Maybe there's a clue. Wait, underneath the trash. Is that a class ID? It says Ushimitsu High School, Class 1A. Yoko Kojima. This might belong to the victim. Just goes to show you that I, a 15-year-old junior detective, am more useful than the police. You must be Mr. Utsugi's assistant. I'm about to examine the body now. Looks like you'll be accompanying me. Mr. Utsugi's asked me to let you observe and learn. Okay, cute. Well then why were the police like, oh my god, no, you can't possibly. Let's get going. Aww. Oh, this is really sad. If you look closely, there are small scratches on her face. They're most likely from when she was floating down the river. Her tangled, wet hair is blocking the view of her neck. Can you remove the hair from the neck area? Sure thing. There, that should do it. Oh! There's signs of possible strangulation. Was this girl murdered? Who's yelling over there? Oh, Yoko. How did this happen? Yoko. Oh, Yoko, she's not gonna say anything. Please, wait, let me speak. Who are you? What? I'm Tatsuya Hibino, Yoko Kojima's homeroom teacher. Is this like a whole class field trip? Am I gonna like turn around and there's like 40 bajillion children? Why did this happen? And here of all places, it seems that Yoko was murdered. Murdered? No. Who would do such a thing? I don't think I can get anything out of these two. They're completely shocked. Besides, though he's trying to hide it, I can tell that Hibino is even more disturbed by this than that girl. He looks like a ghost. He's in no condition to answer any questions. Detective Utsugi's calling me. Oh, hi. Let's return to the office for now. It looks like a murder case after all. Yes. It seems she was murdered at a separate location on September 30th between 9 and 10 p.m. and then thrown in the river. Since you're the perfect person for school investigations, the police are counting on you. Mr. Hibino and the girl went back to school after they were interviewed, but I've asked the girl to come here. Oh, is this Ayumi? I wanted to apologize for panicking this morning. Girlie, you saw a dead body! Like, no need to apologize. This is my brilliant assistant, Lynn Blend. Oh, he said I was brilliant. Oh. He's going to ask you some questions about the incident. Is that alright? Yes, I want to help however I can. You're whipped for this man! Listen, he made a very good first impression on me. He saved me from the police, and he took me in, and also he's hot. My name is Ayumi Tachibana. Yeah, that's Ayumi! Yoko is my best friend. Oh no, Ayumi! Is there anything you think we should know regarding Yoko's case? I don't know. I don't think anyone had a grudge against her, but there is one thing I noticed. Well, Yoko and I had a group at school called the Detective Club. We would investigate rumors and strange things around the school and town, then share our findings in a report. We would always divide up our investigations, but lately she was investigating something on her own. Maybe that has something to do with why she was murdered. Ooh, maybe she got too close to something. I noticed Yoko acting strange. She always seemed deep in thought, distracted. Sometimes I felt like I was looking at a completely different person. Lynn, why don't you try visiting Yoko's house? Oh no, Yoko's mom looks so sad. Last night she didn't come home. I filed a report with the police, but I had no idea. There are no words for how I'm feeling. I'm sorry. Is there anything you think we should know regarding Yoko's case? Let me think. About a week ago, she started going out every night. After coming home late, she'd get up to something in her room. She seemed depressed. I was right to be worried about her. One morning, she came downstairs and said to me, "Mom, I had the weirdest dream last night. I was walking down the school hallway alone. Then I heard a girl's voice calling out to me from behind. It's the Girlie Who Stands Behind. I turned around to find a young girl covered in blood. She said to me, 'Help me. Get me out.' Then suddenly she disappeared. She seemed quite sad. I think I remember something about her dream. Come to the school with me." This is Utsumitsu High School. Ayumi's school. It was Yoko Kojima's too. The blood-covered girl from Yoko's dream sounds very similar to the rumor about a ghost in our school. This rumor's been going around Ushimitsu High School for years. All the students should know it. If Yoko saw the ghost in the dream, and then all of this happened, well, I'm a little freaked out. Girlie, you and me both. So the thing Yoko was investigating on her own might have been... It could have been about that ghost rumor. I'll go and ask everyone. She's gone. She's zooming, dude. Perfect. I'll try talking to them. I want to ask about the rumor of a ghost at this school. The girlie who stands behind. The one about the blood-covered girl who stands behind you. Can you tell me more about the girl who stands behind? Sure, I'll tell you. Oh, I'm scared. I'm immediately scared. You're in a classroom alone. You hear a voice behind you. You turn around, and a blood-covered girl stands there. That's one version. I've heard another one. You're walking down the hallway, alone. You hear a voice behind you. You turn, but nobody's there. You brush it off and turn back around. But the blood-covered girl is right in front of you. Ooh. Did something happen at this school a long time ago? Like something that could have caused this rumor to begin with? A long time ago. Ooh! Oh shit! Who's Kamada? I accidentally skipped a bunch. He's the art teacher. He knows a lot about the past. Excuse me, is Mr. Kamada around? Oh, hi. Have you heard about Yoko Kojima's case? Yes, just this morning. It's so sad. I'll tell you anything I know. It's been 35 years since I first started teaching here. He seems to be about 60 years old. Ask me about any old story. What about this story? The rumor started, maybe 15 years ago? 15 years ago, around November, a female student went missing. She was never found. It's sad to say, but I doubt she's alive today. I didn't think a detective like you would want to hear about the girl who stands behind. Oh, come to think of it, a female student came and asked about the girl who stands behind. So Yoko came to ask you about the girl who stands behind. I must admit, the more you press me, the more I begin to doubt myself, but... Oh, look at the time. Maybe I should wrap up for now. Okay, Lynn, I've got something to tell you. An investigator friend of mine asked me to take on a case that will reach its statute of limitations in November. Yeah, so I'll be concentrating on that case. That means Yoko Kojima's case will be mostly yours to investigate. Ooh, Chapter 2, the puzzling words. Alright, yeah, let's talk to him. This is Yoko Kojima. Do you recognize her? Oh, wait, that's Yoko? I saw her 2 or 3 days ago. She was at the old school building alone. I wonder what she was doing. She seemed darker. Not like the person in that photo. I know I shouldn't say stuff like this, but she was kind of creepy. It's quiet and kind of dark. What was Yoko doing in a place like this? Weird. This wall is a different color from the others. It must have been repainted later. Oh! Hey, what do you think you're doing? Nothing. I'm scared. Oh my god. If you aren't a student, you're trespassing. Get out. Oh wait, you've got a class ID on you. I see now. You're a transfer student. No, that's not... Maybe he's a teacher. He looks around 60 years old. I'm Toshio Tazaki. I've been the janitor here for 20 years. Is there any chance you saw a female student here around 2 or 3 days ago? So what if I did? It might have been Yoko Kojima, a student here who was recently murdered. You've heard what happened, haven't you? Hey now, wait a second. Who are you? I'm here to investigate the murder of Yoko Kojima. Do you know anything about it? If you don't mind, I'm pretty busy, so I'm gonna get back to work. I don't know how I feel about this man. Looks like most of the students have left already. Huh? That's Ayumi. Where's she going? I'll follow her. Oh, why are we meeting in front of this weird mirror? Here's the thing. I remember Yoko saying something here. One day after Yoko's behavior changed, I was standing in front of this mirror. Then she came up behind me and said, Ayumi, look, I need to tell you something about the girl who stands behind. She really might be standing behind you. Oh, I hate this. Oh my god. It's like she was telling you she was the girl who stands behind. I've gotta get home. Goodbye, Lynn. Before he was a janitor, Mr. Tazaki was a plasterer. Could it be that the wall panel in the old school building was... Oh, that one? Good eye. Yes, that was Mr. Tazaki's work. This might just be me being grim, but I feel like we're gonna find a body in that wall. When the wall crumbled years ago, he fixed it. Fine craftsmanship indeed. Exactly how many years ago was that? Because if it was 15 years ago, I feel like we're gonna find a body in that wall. After I told you about that missing persons case yesterday, I looked into it a little bit more. I found out that the girl was named Shinobu Asakawa. She was in class 1A at the time. I don't remember much of her as a student, unfortunately, but rumor has it she might have been involved in an incident of some sort. Anyhow, please excuse me, but it's getting late and I need to head home. Farewell, Mr. Blend. Oh, hi, Detective Utsuki. I have the biggest crush on this man. I'm not even gonna lie. I was immediately smitten. How's the investigation going? Hard to say, Detective. How about your case? So far, I've just received the synopsis of what happened. 15 years ago, Genjiro Kaneda, a local bar owner, was murdered. Back then, the police had a likely suspect. But several days later, he was discovered dead from an apparent suicide. When the crime occurred, it seems that there was someone else at the scene. Her name was Shinobu Asakawa. Oh my god. Detective Utsuki, these two cases might be related. Lynn, go to the police department immediately and ask about the Kaneda case. I normally don't let men tell me what to do, but he's an exception. Chapter 3, the Kaneda case. Oh, so you're the assistant from Detective Utsuki's place. I'm Maruyama, from Investigation Division 1. Nice to meet you. So you want to hear more about Genjiro Kaneda's murder case? I'll tell you everything we've got so far. Soon after Genjiro Kaneda moved here in February, 15 years ago, he opened up a bar. Later that same year, on November 10th around 9 p.m., he was murdered in his home. Genjiro was stabbed multiple times with a sharp weapon, causing him to bleed to death. Based on the way he was killed, we concluded that the killer was someone who strongly resented Genjiro. Do you know anything Genjiro Kaneda might have done to make someone resent him? Genjiro Kaneda posed as a barkeep by day, but was a ruthless scoundrel by night. He would lend money to people, then charge them a horrible interest rate when he collected. On top of that, he was a fraudster. Many fell victim to his cunning schemes. So Genjiro Kaneda was not well liked, to put it mildly. Exactly. We had a long list of potential suspects who had enough motive to kill him. And to top it all off, to this day we have yet to find the murder weapon. Genjiro had a son, Goro, who was 16 years old at the time. When his father passed, Goro inherited a fortune. To this day he lives off that money without having to work. Even before the incident, Goro didn't go to school. He just fooled around and visited Genjiro's bar. Goro's 31 years old now. He's probably still living like a king. What a life. Back then, Genjiro's bar was a hangout spot for the town's delinquents and hoodlums. A group of girls got to know Goro at the bar and later on began hanging out at his house. Most of the girls were students at Ushimitsu High School. That was because one of the girls who was particularly close to Goro, Kaneda, was a student at Ushimitsu High School. It seems that she often invited her friends to go over there after school. On the night of the murder, 3 girls had made plans to go out with Goro and were waiting in front of his place. But Goro never showed up. 2 of the girls got tired of waiting and left. But one stayed behind, saying she'd hang around a bit longer. And that was Shinobu Asakawa? Correct. The girls left right before 9 p.m., leaving Shinobu Asakawa alone when the crime was committed. That night she mysteriously disappeared. Was she somehow linked to the murder? Oh, it happened like the exact same night? Oh my god. We have no clues as to where she may have gone. Honestly, my gut tells me Shinobu Asakawa is dead. Why? Forensics found some type AB blood about 10 meters from the house, which matches Shinobu Asakawa's blood type. However, back then we had one more theory regarding Shinobu Asakawa, that Shinobu Asakawa was the killer. So she disappeared from the crime scene right after the murder. With this in mind, along with Asakawa still being a minor, we directed the media not to publish her name. Ooh, this is interesting. So like, either she killed him, and she got like wounded in the struggle, and that's why her blood's on the scene, and she like went on the run, or whoever actually killed him took her and probably killed her. Soon after the murder, Goro returned home to find Genjiro's body and quickly reported it to the police. Goro Kaneda returned home right after the murder. On his way there, he was passed by a car. was an ordinary black car. He didn't get a good look at the make or license plate number. Understandable, he didn't know what had happened yet. But there's a good chance that the car was used in the crimes. There were tire marks near the crime scene, and they would have needed a car to abduct Asakawa. By the way, I had heard that a suspect in the case committed suicide. Terihiko Uchida. Terihiko Uchida ran a small factory in town, but he lost it after falling victim to Genjiro's fraud. Terihiko seemed to be an upstanding man, but some say he was a little too nice for his own good. He generously went out of his way to help Genjiro, who had just moved to town. Then his generosity backfired. So Terihiko Uchida had a strong motive. We were going to speak to Terihiko as a person of interest, but he had gone missing just a few hours before the crime. We tried to track his movements, but it was too late. A few days later, Terihiko Uchida's body was found. It's possible he might have killed Genjiro and then himself, but we don't have any proof. So that's the general summary of the Genjiro Kaneda murder case. Ooh, Chapter 4! The Girl Who Stands Behind! That's the name of the game. Hi, Girlie! I'm really sorry. Let's see if she says anything. Well, she doesn't know about the Kaneda case. It's a murder case that occurred 15 years ago. What does that have to do with my daughter? There's a chance this case is deeply connected to Yoko's case. Does any of this sound familiar? I'll go and check Yoko's room for any clues. Stay here. I'll be right back. I couldn't find anything, but I brought her bag. Feel free to take a look through it. Ooh, okay. Newspaper clippings regarding the Kaneda case are pasted all over the pages. I was right. Yoko was looking into the Kaneda case. I should do more questioning at Utsumishu High School. Huh. Oh yeah, earlier I saw a strange man leave the school. Yeah, I didn't recognize him, but he seemed about 30 years old and had really mean eyes. Listen, you did not hear this from me. Okay, he's getting ready to spill the hot goss. It said that Miss Hayama, the biology teacher, was the first person to see the Girl Who Stands Behind. So a teacher spread this rumor, not a student. I should speak with Hayama anyway. Kamada would know her. I heard a rumor that a teacher named Miss Hayama was the first to witness the Girl Who Stands Behind. Miss Hayama? No, why would a teacher start such a childish rumor? Oh, wait a minute. I remember now. Miss Hayama is alumna of the school, in which case it's a possibility. Or she may at least know something about the case. Okay, I'll go get her. Oh, hi, Girlie. I heard that you were the first to witness the Girl Who Stands Behind. I have nothing to do with it. Everyone's gone. I came back to talk to you. I couldn't say it earlier because Mr. Kamada was around. It would be shameful if a teacher was found to have started the rumor. I debated whether I should do this, but if it will help solve this case, I'll tell you. About the night I saw the Girl Who Stands Behind. Yes, I want to know! Spill the tea. It was 15 years ago, on the night of November 10th. I was a second-year student at the time. Around 10 p.m. that night, I realized I'd forgotten my homework at school. I knew I shouldn't have, but I was ridiculous enough to go sneak out of my house to go get worksheets from school. The school seemed to be deserted. Just as I got my homework and was about to leave, I heard someone calling me from behind. I thought I was in trouble and turned around. Through a classroom window, I saw a girl standing there, drenched in blood. I was so scared I nearly fainted. When I looked back again, nobody was there. I ran away as fast as I could. I felt like my heart would stop. I'm thinking, like, that was literally, like, the night she disappeared. So, maybe she actually, like, was there covered in blood. Like, if she was, like, at the scene of the murder, or if she was the killer. The Girl Who Stands Behind is probably Shinobu's ghost. Wait, are you saying that the blood-covered girl was Shinobu? Well, I was scared and it was dark. I couldn't see her face clearly, but I can tell you one thing for sure. The ghost was wearing our school uniform. I told the same thing to Yoko. I just couldn't refuse her. So that's why she was looking into the Kaneda case, and then she was murdered. Some students are saying that it's the curse of the Girl Who Stands Behind. Oh, one more thing. After talking with me, Yoko seemed to be arguing with Mr. Tazaki, our janitor. I go to the janitor's room. Oh, hi! We are going to confront Mr. Tazaki, the janitor, in the next video. In the meantime, if you'd like to see all my videos early, you can become a Ko-Fi supporter at ko-fi.com/spinnblend. Thanks so much for watching!